Japa, as it is called in local parlance, describes the migration of Nigerians living in large numbers in search of a better life in developed countries. Unfortunately for some of these people, they are lured away by the assurances of lucrative job prospects in the United Kingdom, investing as much as $10,000 in the relocation, and when their hopes are dashed, they are ashamed to return home.
We alerted our office in London on the increasing number of Nigerians, particularly nurses, on those in the medical profession, who receive employment, a job offer, which allowed them to receive a visa, but the job offer was not checked. And so when they arrive and go to their what they believe is their future employer, this employer mentioned that they have never signed any of these letters, so it was a fake document. They imitated a document of that company. They have to basically return to Nigeria. So, but these people, because they believe they didn't check, they had paid an important amount of money to those smugglers or those people who pretended helping them to get access to employment and visas, while those are not at all at that level of cost. But because they end up then in the streets of London or the cities in the UK without money, they can't even return.
For those who can retrace their steps and return home, IOM is working with the federal government to reintegrate them back into the society and their families.
The field of medicine, education is crucial for us, so we try also to look at how we can find alternatives for them, either to stay and transfer their know-how by virtual learning system, for example, or advice, or find the appropriate conditions for them here.
The Japa syndrome is affecting most organizations in Nigeria, and Oludare Shobajo, who is a human resource professional with an investment company, explains how they are coping with the exit of talents.
You need to recognize that this is the way things are now and find ways to be innovative in your own space so that you are numbing the effects of this attrition in your own individual context. So, for instance, it has risen for me in my organization to times when, average used to be 5%, 7%, we're seeing 15, 20, 25 and thereabouts. But I can say that while organizations are dealing with 25, 30%, I'm probably dealing with 12, 14, because people are leaving but not leaving. They're leaving the organization, but they're still working for me for a little bit. I know they've left, so it means I have a longer time to replace, and then ultimately the journey continues.
Now the gravity of the situation underscores the need for increased vigilance and scrutiny within both domestic and international recruitment and employment processes. The Nigerian government will do well to conduct thorough investigation into these fraudulent activities to prevent further exploitation of vulnerable job seekers.